Okay, so sometimes to make some really nice R&B beats, all you need is 2 simple chords, and let me show you guys exactly what chords to play. So these are some nice luscious chords that you can use in your productions, and I'm gonna go slowly so you guys can get every single detail out of them. So we're gonna start in the key of F sharp. So it's called F sharp 6. So you gotta just play 4 different notes, and then you're gonna move to this. And this is a B flat 7. Back to F sharp 6. And then B flat 7. It's very simple. I'm going as slow as possible so you guys can just go ahead and copy these chords. In fast motion, you can play them like this. Sounds very nice and luscious, and you only have to play 2 chords, which makes things a lot easier. Believe it or not, some of the songs that have placements and stuff like that only have those like 2 or 3 chords max, because most artists like simple beats most of the time. So now let's see how we can implement these chords and create a nice melody using different sounds and layering sounds on top of each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this first sound here called Classic Chorus, which the Rhodes sound that you were just hearing right now, and this is a sound inside Keyscape. So let's go ahead and record this in. And the BPM, I am going to leave it at 120, and I'm going to play the exact same chords with maybe a little bit of improvisation, but exact same chords so you can see how you can implement these. Very simple 4-bar loop, and I'm not going to quantize it completely because I do want those nice grace notes to be hitting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and extend this to 8 bars and create a different variation, same chords but different variation of how I'm going to play the chords the second time around. So let's go ahead and record this in. So very nice, same chords, and you can see some of them are a little bit off, but that's okay. We kind of want that because we want it to be more lively, more realistic feeling instead of just robotic feel. And then, like I said, you get those nice grace notes in between. Now, if you play keyboard, comment down below. Hey, I am a keyboard player, just to get a kind of feel of who plays keys and who doesn't. So let's go ahead and EQ this now. Doesn't need too much EQing, but just reduce some of the midsection here. It's a little harsh. It's a little bit cleaner there. Yes, nice. And then we got already a melody going on. So for my second instrument, I'm gonna go inside the plugin Chord Trident, and I'm gonna use this sound called Analog Velvet, and it sounds so nice like this. So lush, just sounds so full and beautiful and very subtle at the same time. I just love it when I find a preset that is just good to go as it is, but we might manipulate it a little bit. Let's go ahead and record over the first sound that we used, and we're going to use the same notes, but I am going to be playing the keys a little bit separately, and you'll see here exactly what I mean. More movement. Definitely more movement for this one, just because I want it to be a little bit of variation between everything that I'm playing. I could quantize this one. Now let's go ahead and just stereo pan this a little bit to the right, and then this one is going to be a little bit to the left here, just to widen it up a bit. I kind of like the way the strings sound already. I don't want to muffle it too much, but just a tiny bit will make a difference. And right here at the very end, it looks like I was playing kind of loud. So let's just mess with the velocity, some of these together here. This one too. Now it's just playing all the way through, kind of in the same volume, and we're not, hitting different frequencies throughout this whole 8-bar. But overall, this sound is beautiful the way it sounds. I don't have to do too much to it. That's when you find a good sound. It's the good part about it. You don't have to manipulate it so much. All right, so for my third instrument, I'm gonna go back inside Keyscape and use just a regular LA Custom C7 grand piano. This piano is just very natural sounding. It's the basic standard inside this plugin. It sounds like this. Obviously very lush sounding piano. And what I'm going to be doing here for this one, because I'm layering sounds over and I want to keep it simple still, I'm going to be playing on the left hand right here the bass notes like this, octaves, G flat to G flat. And on the right hand, I'm going to go up an octave. Instead of playing here, I'm going to go up here. but I'm basically playing the same key still, just an up an octave. So I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna just play this melody right here, and then. And the trick is to kind of flicker these notes, D flat and E flat like this, just to make a difference within this melody. And a lot of R&B songs and R&B productions have like these flickering, which is called grace notes, when you flicker like this. So it actually creates a really nice accent. So let's go ahead and record this in so you can hear how it sounds with the whole melody. And you don't want to quantize these, maybe just the first notes here, but you don't want to quantize the rest because it's just going to sound very robotic. You won't get that flicker sound. And it does sound right here at the very end, maybe in some parts you could go ahead and quantize some if it sounds too out of beat. Some parts are not going to sound as great as well. It just sounds like it's missing something. I might just repeat this note twice right here. Just extend it here. This one sounds a little bit off still, but we'll probably adjust it later depending on how the drums sound with it. Honestly, when you have two simple notes, if you just keep layering sounds over and making minor adjustments, you get a really full sounding melody most of the time. Okay, so pretty much at this point, you can be completely done just with those three melodies that we already made. But if you want to just spice things up a little bit, you can go ahead and add a lead sound or like a nice vocal sample. Most of the time, I like to add vocal samples. So I went inside co-producer and I found this nice vocal chop right here. And I just split it up here inside Serato sample, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play it like this. Kind of something like this, but you know, if this is something extra that you don't have to do for these type of melodies, you can go ahead and just create your three melodies and be completely done. But we're just gonna go ahead and record this in because I just like to add vocal samples to most of my beats, to be honest. Quantize this a better. Now let's go ahead and EQ this to the point where you could barely hear it, because I don't want this, obviously. This is going to be playing in the background. Let's go ahead and add some Valhalla. And there you go. We got ourselves a nice vocal sample. This is complement things in the choruses or pre-chorus, anything like that. You could just add it in, remove it, you know, just something to spice things up a bit. Okay, now for the last part, but definitely not the least, let's go ahead and add some drums. And I am going to go inside the R&B Madness kit here, find a nice rim shot to start this off. Kind of like this one right here. It does say it works every time. So let's go ahead and just punch this in right here. Let's kind of hit every... And we're going to kind of layer it over with something else. So kind of this crunch sounds pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and copy and paste this to make our lives easier. Just nice. Sounds nice and full now. And let's go ahead and pan this one to the right and this one a little bit to the left. Now let's go ahead and add a kick. I always like to go with this room kick. You just have your kicks you just go to most of the time. And this is definitely one of them I use a lot. It just sounds very acoustic. I don't know how to say it. Like, it sounds like it's being played live. Kind of the drums to go kind of like... kind of something like that with the hi-hats. I know the hi-hats are gonna have a lot to do with this, so let's go ahead and see what we can bring in. I want kind of some like very nostalgic hi-hat. Kind of like these, and they do say nostalgia on it. Not sure if it's accurate, but we're gonna try it out right now. Let's see if we could do 8 notes and then put it again right here. just repeat this a little bit, and then we'll just make some finer, like some just small adjustments. And we'll bring up the velocity just a tiny bit up. This is very intentional with the hats on this one, just because I wanted to swing a certain way. Maybe another one here, and we'll add a third one here. Bring it all the way down. And we're just gonna go ahead and just duplicate this again. But now we're just gonna remove some to make a difference. There we go. So I added these second hi-hats right here that sound like this. Kind of just some accents. Just reduce this one a little bit more. I changed the velocity to most of them so they won't be like obnoxious and just standing out so much. Let's go ahead and now add an open hat. I like this soft one right here. Nice. This one right here, this very last one, I'll probably just add like a second one right here. All right, now to keep this beat very simple, I don't want to add too many things. So I might just keep it here and just go ahead and add a bass now. And I do want to kind of add one like a sub bass. Like this canyon right here sounds very nice. So let's go and see if we can record this in. And let's go ahead and EQ this real quick to get this bass to pop off a little bit more. Maybe add some distortion here, some overdrive. Okay, let's go ahead and record this in again. This one's probably gonna go, delete that, and the bass is sounding kind of crunchy now. Let's mess with the overdrive some more. Nice and crunchy. It's distorting a little bit here, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the knock plugin here to see if this can make kick punch a little more. Definitely punching better. Should do some of this low in here. All right, let's go ahead and rearrange this beat. So let's go step by step. First of all, this beat sounds like this right now. I know it was a simple beat, 2 notes, but it does sound pretty busy. So let's go ahead and start doing it one by one like this. Let's start muting these first instruments. That's how this was gonna sound by itself. Let's just reduce more of this low end. We don't want no low end for this. Nice. Now let's unmute this one. Pads and Rhodes. Let's just muffle it up even more. Now let's go ahead and add the piano in. This one's very busy, so we don't need any of this low end here. And I might just go ahead and reduce some of this high end too, just to clean it up. In case I decide to play all of them at once, this cleans it up a little bit in here and reduce the volume. Now let's hit the vocals. Let's reduce this. Now with all of them playing, it sounds a little bit cleaner. The kick, I'll adjust it in a little bit. It might be a little bit too punchy. And then the bass, just want to reduce some, not too much low end, because we do want that bass to cut through, and it's the low part of the beat. So even with the kick right here. And most of the time we won't play most of the melodies all at once, unless it's the chorus, maybe. So let's go ahead and duplicate all this now. And let's start removing everything here. The drums for the beginning and the intro. I most of the time like to leave all the instruments playing. So for this, I'm gonna go ahead and just remove the piano here and just add it here on the next 4 bars. any piano at all, actually. Actually, we could just add it here. With the vocals, actually. Let's see what time is that. This is a perfect time for the beat to drop here. Perfect. Very smooth. And for the pads right here, I might just remove a little bit more, actually. Just more high end. Still sounds very busy right here, so I'm gonna remove these pads. And I'll just remove this piano for when the beat drops. And add it the second time. Remove the vocals here. This first verse. Bring the pianos back in, remove the pads. And then right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove some hi-hats here. What's this beat right here? And then remove the pads again, and then add the vocal chops back in here. And then I'm just let the beat drop again and then let it repeat itself over and over. And then we'll see where we are with time. Perfect. And then we just let this. All right, now that I got this all set up, we just repeat it all over and over again. And then at the very end, we just let the chorus play like 2 more times at 310 and we're pretty much done.
Bless those keys, the RNC. those keys, the RNC.
So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy this video, don't hit any like button, but maybe comment down below any constructive criticism. It doesn't matter. I appreciate all you guys that are watching. So if you want to keep watching these videos, go ahead and click on this next video right here. Till next time, stay blessed. God bless. Peace.